This is a very interesting one that we're going to be doing. This is on tooth number 5. Tooth number 5 has an onlay. I'll show you a picture of that one in terms of the x-ray there. We just placed that recently, and the color difference is very slight, but we wanted to see whether or not we can make that look a little bit better. In the process of doing cosmetic dentistry, quite often you'll come up with something that you'll place there, and you'll say, if I could make that a little bit better, that would make your, as a cosmetic dentist, a lot more valuable. In a case like this, we also didn't see a good seal right down at the mesial margin, and it was more of a resin seal than I like to see. So we're going to redo this. Now, in the process of redoing this, most of the time it's very difficult to take off an onlay, and I will be reviewing my Forrest technique of removing onlay, which is the same type of thing as we reused in removing the veneer. First of all, most importantly, this technique, the Forrest veneer removal technique, requires that you absolutely have to have a couple things. You have to have a rubber dam and also protective eye gear, for the patient. So those two things are necessary, because the veneer is going to come off in a way that you cannot believe how quickly it comes off. Normally, this is a high-speed drill. I'll go ahead and crank this high speed up, and this is how most people start, but this is the wrong set of instruments to use. Instead of an air-driven high speed, what we do instead, we take an electric driven, okay? And this item is not a slow speed, but this is electric on the 40 to 1 handpiece, or 5 to 1, I'm sorry. And it goes a lot slower than the air-driven. But the reason it works is by the torque. And we don't have this riding at its highest speed. We actually have this going about half the speed of this that this is rated. I think it's rated at somewhere in the neighborhood of like 200,000, so you're going to be closer to 100,000. And the way that it works is by placing this on your veneer and creating pressure. You will create the heat and pressure, which will cause microfractions, and it will come right off. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and you'll see how quick it is. Microfractions, and it comes off. You will notice that as we do our microfractions, you'll notice, I'll move to the side here, Linda, just a little bit there for me. Not, see these glasses here? Thank you. Okay. You'll notice that it creates a heat, and the heat is will create a glow in the porcelain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and about 4 seconds each time. And it 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. On the veneer removal, it takes a little bit more, finesse to do so, because you want to be careful that you don't go beyond the premise of the onlay. Okay, so we'll do the same thing, and then when I touch it, I'll keep it there for the pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it just fractures right off. Maybe 4 seconds each time. 2, 3, 4. And it fractures right off. And it's just about all off. Let's try to take that out of there. That's actually loose. There. Let me just get an Explorer. And this system is seconds away from being finished, because a lot of the porcelain is just fractured inside and it's already actually out. Just fractured pieces there. And the debonding occurs because of the heat mechanism. And we got one little piece here that will go. The heat and the vibration. And so we're going to go ahead and get started, and when we do that, we'll just cover that up. I think I just about have everything. I remember the shape of this, so there's very little that I'm looking for on here that's not there. It's fractured itself from the unit. Let's just wash that for a second. A little section here, just a wash. And I think we pretty much almost have all of the Onlay off. And of course I was thinking, yeah, that piece there is actually off already. It's just kind of like sitting in approximately there. That piece is actually off of the off right now. There you go. See, it's already off. So there we are. Okay. You can almost see in the mirror here. The Onlay is removed. I took my time on this because I really wanted to kind of just show the steps involved in removing an Onlay, but your Onlay is removed. The only thing I have here is just a little cement layer, which I will come back with my normal, high speed and just finesse it up so I can make a nice impression or preparation to have the lab to redo this. Actually, in this particular one, because of a color change, we're going to actually close this up, fill it up, and make this a full color so that we won't have that line of demarcation here, because we want to have like with the cosmetics involved in this, a reverse three-quarter crown, and we'll be doing it from there. But that's it. Thank you.